Suri Cruise. As the daughter of Hollywood superstar Tom Cruise, Suri was once known for her luxurious lifestyle. But behind that glamorous exterior lies unspeakable sadness and loneliness. Let's explore the consequences of the famous father's neglect and its profound impact on Suri's life. With parents who were major stars, Suri's life from a young age was always under the spotlight. However, when her parents' marriage fell apart in 2012, Suri faced significant changes in her life. After the divorce, Katie Holmes won custody of Suri, and since then, Tom Cruise's presence seems to have vanished from her life. The memorable years of Suri's childhood, from birthday parties to school activities, have all been marked by the absence of her father. This absence is not just an empty space but a deep emotional wound. Katie Holmes has always tried her best to make up for Suri, striving to provide her daughter with a normal and happy childhood. But has Tom Cruise's neglect left indelible scars on the girl's soul? Join us as we delve into this story to better understand what Suri has gone through, the consequences of missing fatherly love, and how she is striving to overcome difficulties to find her own happiness. Tom Cruise, the man of blockbuster movies, is he neglecting an important role in real life, being a father? The absence of Tom Cruise in Suri's life is not something outsiders can easily understand. Many reasons have been cited, from Tom's busy work schedule to the religious and lifestyle conflicts between him and Katie Holmes. But regardless of the reasons, it is clear that Suri has had to grow up without the regular presence of her father. This has left a deep mark on Suri's life. Studies have shown that the absence of a father can have negative effects on a child's psychological and emotional development. For Suri, this is even more challenging as she has to deal with public attention and pressure. Katie Holmes has tirelessly worked to protect and nurture Suri in a stable and loving environment. She moved to New York to build a new life, away from Hollywood's glamour, to ensure Suri has as normal a life as possible. Katie is often seen taking Suri to school, participating in extracurricular activities, and spending quality time with her daughter. However, Tom's absence remains an issue that is difficult to fill. Holidays, birthdays, and significant events in Suri's life often lack her father's presence. She has to rely on her mother and other relatives for support and love. In recent years, Suri has begun to grow up and show her strength and independence. She has participated in various charitable activities with her mother and started to express her personal passions. But whether these efforts can make up for the lack of her father's affection is a question only time can answer. A new life in New York was not easy, but Katie found joy and happiness with Suri. With each passing day, she realized more and more that leaving Hollywood was the right decision. Here, she could be true to herself, be a devoted mother, and most importantly, create a safe and happy environment for Suri. And so, Katie and Suri's new life in New York continued, filled with simple but loving and joyful days. Katie knew that whatever difficulties lay ahead, she and Suri would overcome them because they had each other, and love would always be their greatest strength. The memorable years of Suri's childhood, from birthday parties to school events, were marked by the absence of Tom Cruise. This absence was not just a physical void but left deep emotional scars on the little girl's soul. Each of Suri's birthdays, Katie always tried to organize warm and joyful parties for her daughter. Intricately decorated birthday cakes, favorite gifts, and fun games with friends. However, amid the bustling atmosphere and joyful laughter, there was always an invisible void. Sometimes, Suri's gaze would drift away, looking into the distance as if searching for something or someone. During Christmas, when New York City was glowing with lights, the two of them would decorate the Christmas tree together. Katie always tried to make everything perfect to bring a cozy and cheerful atmosphere for Suri. They decorated each item together, hung each light, and laughed by the warm fireplace. But Suri, despite trying to smile, could not hide the sadness in her eyes from the absence of her father. School events also brought moments of emptiness for Suri. Performances, sports days, or parent-teacher meetings, Katie was always there, cheering and encouraging her daughter. But every time Suri saw her friends with both parents present, her heart would sink. She tried to appear strong, but the longing and lack of her father's love remained a hard-to-heal wound. Katie recognized these wounds and always made efforts to compensate for her daughter. She spent more time with Suri, listening and sharing with her. Katie wanted Suri to understand that even without her father, her mother's love would always be the strongest support. Suri grew up in the love and dedicated care of Katie. Though she sometimes felt the absence, she gradually learned to face and overcome it. Each passing year, Suri became more mature, stronger, and understood that life is not always perfect, but with her mother's love, she would always find joy and warmth. Katie knew that nothing could replace a father's love, but she hoped that with her boundless love, she could help Suri overcome difficulties and reach for the best things in life. And though time might pass, the wounds in Suri's heart might never completely disappear, but she would always know that her mother would always be there, as the greatest encouragement and strength in her life. Katie Holmes has tirelessly worked to protect and nurture Suri in a stable and loving environment. She has participated in many charitable activities with her daughter, hoping to provide Suri with a normal and happy life. Time waits for no one, and for Suri, she has now grown into a tall young woman with a graceful figure, inheriting all the beautiful features from both her parents. She has graduated and is preparing to enter college to continue her journey into the future. Suri engages in personal activities, displaying strength and independence. Suri always appears decisive, confident, and full of energy, earning admiration from those around her. In addition, Suri is very active in her studies. She puts in her best effort to achieve excellent results, meticulously preparing for her college journey. Katie, despite her busy work and life schedule, always takes time to support and encourage her daughter. Whenever Suri faces difficulties, Katie is there, listening and sharing, helping her overcome challenges. However, no matter how strong and independent Suri is, the absence of her father's affection remains a concern in her heart. There are late nights, when everything is quiet, Suri sits by the window, looking out at the city lights and wondering if her efforts can compensate for the lack of her father's love. That is a question only time can answer. With her maturity and admirable qualities, Suri is ready to embark on a new chapter in her life. She will enter college, which opens up new opportunities, new experiences, and new challenges. Suri knows that no matter how difficult the road ahead may be, she always has her mother by her side and the love that motivates her to move forward. And so, Suri's journey continues, with the belief and hope that one day, her efforts and strength will be rewarded. Time will answer the question about the absence of her father's affection, and no matter what that answer is, Suri will always know that she has given her best and lived a life to be proud of.